I decided to do a 1v4 in Rise of Nations, and let's just say things got out of hand really quickly. Here's how it went. Before we go any further, I'd like to say that all of this is post-match commentary because the audio was unfortunately corrupted. Since it was a 1v4, I could choose from one of the 4 countries on this list. You probably picked the UK because it's an island, but I actually decided to pick France. You see why soon. So I joined in as France and justified on the 4 microstates near me to rush consumer goods, and I'll be honest, that's really the only reason I picked France over the UK. I get my consumers up, and to my utter surprise, nobody on the other side has made consumer goods yet. So even though it was a 1v4, I wasn't off to that bad of a start. I immediately sell my consumer goods to Brazil ahead of everyone else, but you see soon that I really needed this victory because of what happens next. I didn't get a good taste of Roblox's multi-billion-dollar server system and disconnect. After I joined back, I sold more consumers and expanded into Spain. I'm not in a rush to expand because I could sell as much as I wanted to, meaning that money wasn't really a problem. You might be thinking, what about manpower? Well, what better way to get manpower than to turn myself communist using Cuba? Earlier, I noticed that Germany on the other team had the same idea, so I decided to piggyback on him. And you can see my genius plan in action as I completely miss him ending the war in Cuba, meaning that I have to send my own troops to Cuba anyway. Germany prepared more troops on the border, but they weren't trained at all, so I took my chances and attacked it with a main stack. However, this would backfire hard on me as a much bigger and better German stack came to reinforce it. I tried to pull back to no avail as the battle had already started. Germany split the stack to envelop and encircle.
The ultimate Blitzkrieg strategy, encircling the French forces in the Ardennes, wiping out the French army and opening the way to Paris. There is no way that France can recover from this now.
Oh, they lost. As it turned out, the Germany player didn't research infantry at all. That one battle cost him 4 million troops, which would have made a serious dent in this country if he wasn't communist. So did I win or lose this 1v4? Well, it's complicated, but the hosts had a really big argument over whether I won or lost, and this partly led to the server being deleted just a few hours after this match. Hey, at least I got some good content out of it.